Have you ever noticed the importance of Jesus' wounds in his resurrection appearances in the Bible? The importance of his wounds as the risen Lord. One of the most well-known stories that comes from Easter is the story of Thomas, or Doubting Thomas as he is often known. Jesus had appeared to a group of his disciples after rising from the grave and had shown them that he was alive, but Thomas was not in the room. And later, when the other disciples told him that they had seen the Lord, Thomas refused to believe. And he said, "Unless I see the marks in his hands and in his side and touch them with my hands, I will not believe." And as the story continues in John chapter 20, 1 week later Jesus does show up again. And he says, "Peace be with you." And then looking straight at Thomas, he invites Thomas to come and touch and see the marks in his hands and in his side. And he says, "Do not doubt, but believe." Thomas replies, "My Lord and my God." You see, there's something about the wounds of Jesus, those marks left over from the way in which he died, that he brought with him through the grave, that provide a contact point between faith and disbelief, between life and death. In those wounds of the risen Lord, we see that we worship a God who is not just distant and a spiritual entity, but one who has a deep and intimate knowledge of what it means to suffer. And in those wounds, we are able to come to God with our own wounds and find that there is room for them in him. That just as he can carry those scars, he can carry our scars too. And that there we can find the space to believe and disbelieve at the same time. Be received by God and hear him say, "Peace be with you." My name is Brian Diebold from the Verona Presbyterian Church, and this has been this week's Moment of Grace.